Shalom, shalom, family. Welcome again to Just the Word, Prophecies, where we are delivering visions and dreams that we believe that the Most High is sharing with us in these last days to share with you. As I like to say at the beginning of all the videos, that these dreams are not my own. They are just given to us by the Most High to relay to you for warning, for edification, for correction in these last days. So, this time I'm going to be sharing a dream. Let me just give a bit of backstory. So, as I mentioned in my previous videos, in the year 2023, I spent the year in Tel Aviv, or Israel, the place that people believe the true Jews are. So I left South Africa, going there to stay for some time, actually planning to eventually stay there permanently because I thought that was the promised land. But to my great surprise, when I got there, the Most High revealed to me that that is not the true land of Israel, and those are the people who he speaks about who will call themselves Jews in these last days and are not. So I say this with definite facts and with 100% surety that those are not the people of the Most High. I have lived there, and the Most High sent me there for that, just for that experience. So after this, the Most High gave me two dreams while I was there in Tel Aviv to further cement that these are not his people and that is not the true land of promise. So the first one that I got was false Jerusalem / Jews. This was in the year 2023. I observed in spirit a news channel with a very angry news anchor. The man was furiously screaming into the camera about the current state of Israel being false or fake. The channel seemed to be a very powerful and well-respected media outlet. The angry reporter seemed very fed up with the falsehood regarding the current state of Israel. So picture it like a news channel starting, the reporters are sitting there, and then all of a sudden, this man stands up and he's angry. He's very angry, he's very upset, he's very rogue, and he's just screaming into the camera as if he's tired of this narrative, tired of this lie that he's been repeating over and over. And he's just screaming that this is fake, this is all false, none of this is real. So that was the dream, and then I woke up from that dream. And then a few days later, this was not a few days, a few months later, when the Hamas and the Israeli war happened. This was after October 6th when it happened, yes. So this was the time when there were bombs that were being sent between the two countries. And so if you're in Tel Aviv, every single time the bomb sirens would run, you'd have to run to the shelter, bomb shelters and all of that. It was a very terrible time. So I was still there in Israel. So there I was laying in my bed, and then I had this dream. I was laying in my bed, it was during the afternoon, and I had this dream called Tel Aviv, a fortress. So the dream started with me. I was elevated above the sea of Tel Aviv, looking at the entire city of Tel Aviv. So picture me just above the sea floating and looking at the entire city of Tel Aviv. Suddenly I heard a voice saying, Tel Aviv thinks itself a fortress above all other nations. Suddenly there was a rocket launched to the city and it landed with an explosion. This was in the dream / vision still. But here's the part where it gets very scary. It was at that moment that I was woken up by an alarm / siren of the bombs incoming for Tel Aviv in real life. A large amount of rockets sent to Tel Aviv. So anyone who's lived in Israel will know that Tel Aviv is the most safest part to be in terms of any war, any attack because of the Iron Dome. They're protected with everything that they have. So when this war had started, I had not seen any bombs sent to Tel Aviv as the number that was sent right after I had this dream. So few would be sent, 1, 2, they would be intercepted by the Iron Dome and everything would be fine. But immediately I was woken up from this dream by a siren blaring. There was like over 100 amounts of rockets that were sent to Tel Aviv. It was a very scary thing to see. And it was immediately after this dream where the Most High said, Tel Aviv thinks itself a fortress above all other nations. And in real time, as I woke up, I was woken up by a siren alerting to a huge amount of bombs that were sent to Tel Aviv. Then I woke up. So these were just dreams that the Most High was using to show that he's showing us that he knows that these are not his people. They were never his people, and they have elevated themselves thinking that they are above all the other nations. but the Most High is aware of this. Those were the dreams.
All right. So what comes to memory is those who say they are Jews and are not. This deception that is upon this earth, that is used, and I just speak the truth, that is used for white supremacy. You have a white supremacy religion called Christianity, and then you have its sister, white supremacy Jews. White supremacy religion of Christianity giving us a white Jesus, white Jews being given to us as the people of the Most High. And through this, they use it to control the world through the United States and through Rome. It is a double-edged sword, my people, and that is used to control the world. But in the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9, the Messiah told us, I know thy works. Now he's talking to Israelites. I know thy works, and tribulation, and poverty, but thou art rich. So the Israelites in the end time will be poor. They will go through tribulation, but they will have good works. And I know, so he's comparing these poor Israelites now with these worldly rich Jews. Because the other day I put a video on my Facebook, the richest Jews, and showed how many of them was a billionaire. The poorest billionaire there is 4.5 billion. And then it went on and on and on and on. These people are so rich. To people who have 200 billion in richness, that's how rich these people are. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. And it continues in Revelation chapter 3, verse 9. Revelation 3, verse 9 says, Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. So this is the remnant. He's going to make them come and worship before the feet of the remnant. But it says, say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Now, there are many people in this world that love this lie. So many people, especially believers, especially those who are white. Black people will call out and say, oh, these people are not the Jews. The white people are not saying it because it suits their purpose to have people like them say they are the Israelites, so the black Israelites can keep themselves quiet. So people like me will be quiet and not say anything to disturb the white people in their white world. So they can go about and say Yahuwah, Yahusha, Yahuwah. But when now we start talking about, oh, Jesus was not black, Yahusha was not black, the Israelites are not black, they come, oh, you are so racist. It's not about skin color. All of everything to keep down, to keep the lie to be true. And in the book of Revelation 22:15, it tells us what will happen to people like that. Revelation 22:15 tells you what will happen to those who don't enter the kingdom. For without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. So those people who say they are Jews and are not, they make the lie. But you who love it will also not make it into the kingdom. So you're going to be there talking about Yahuwah, Yahusha, and that is not his name, and you're set apart, and you're chosen, and you're the elect, and all of those things. But you do not want to accept who the true people of the book are. You don't want to accept that melanated people like me could be Israelites, because that is going to throw away your world and your control over the world and your pride. Eh? But whosoever loveth and maketh a lie, the kingdom is not for you. All right? So I guess I'll just leave it there. So much more I could add, but I'll just leave it here. These prophetic dreams, we thank the Most High for giving them to us, to our brother here, Refumo, and to others who will be contributing. These people who will be contributing will be just a word people, because we are a group that we have the prophetic rock, and each and every one of us get prophetic dreams about the end time. So when you see us speaking and preaching, we do not go and boast ourselves or we are prophets and call ourselves, oh, prophet this and prophet that. And we just easy and take what the Most High gives us, and we might give it in teaching, or we might proclaim that the Most High showed us this or that. All right? Because the world out there is a world of poison when it comes to prophecy. Prophet this, prophet A, prophet B, prophet C, prophet D, prophet E, prophet this, prophetess this, prophet everybody. We don't claim that. All right? We don't claim it at all because of what is going on in the world. And because we are not called to exalt ourselves, we are not here for us. We do not get these things for us. We get these things for you, for this world. And so we share it. All right, shalom. Do you have anything else to say before we go?
Just in closing, as the Most High says, that everything that is exalted will be brought down, and everything that is down will be exalted. So that just comes to mind with just to close this, to close the dream. So as the Most High says, He sees Tel Aviv that is exalted itself above every other nation, so it will be brought low.
Oh boy. All right, thank you.
Shalom.
And shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.